very confident of what I make. Hello everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. So today I'm talking about the main challenges of growing a fashion business or running a fashion business. You know, I'm an African inspired, ready to wear fashion designer, and I've been in business for 9 years. And in my videos, I talk about my experiences, my challenges, my highs and lows of being a fashion designer. And in this video, I just want to talk about, a few things that are the main challenges of growing a fashion business and also growing a fashion business on this side of the world. I'm based here in Lagos, Nigeria. You know, naturally, running a business is hard work. Running a business is not the easiest thing because you need to work really, really hard. But when you now run a business on this part of the world, it is real hard work. Real hard work. So, and it's not just a ball in the park. So I'll say that one of the main challenges of running a fashion business is getting the right people to work with you and to work for you. So on this side of the world, to find good people is very, very hard. So good people to work for you can range from tailors to managers to store assistants to customer service representatives to anything. It could be any of those things. So getting those kind of people, it can be very, very challenging. From my own experience, when I get good people, I've always been lucky, especially in the early years of my business. I've always been lucky when it comes to hiring. I always tend to hire right. But along the line, I don't know what happens. Something just goes wrong. And I can't say that it's because I did something or something was not meant to be. You know, something goes wrong. When someone has worked with you for XYZ number of years and something just goes wrong, I don't know. It's really, really hard. It's very hard to find some people that are going to be honest with you and work for you. It's really hard. And when you do find people that are honest and they work for you, along the line, you just find out that they just start being shady. And honestly, I don't know. I really, really don't know. It's really, really challenging. It's really, 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 really challenging. In the earlier years of my business, like I said, I was very lucky in terms of recruiting people to work for me. I was lucky in getting good people. Now that my business is where it is, it's a whole different ballgame. It is so hard. It is so difficult. Everybody is, I don't know. Everybody just comes and everybody thinks, you are making all the money in the world and, everybody just wants to just suck you dry. And meanwhile, that is not the case. You are making money in the business. You need to use this money to run the business. And running the business also involves paying their salaries. So getting good people to work for you is an absolute challenge. It's an absolute challenge. There's no honesty, there's no sincerity, and honestly, it's just a buzzkill. Absolute buzzkill. Another thing that I also consider to be a challenge here is marketing your business the right way. When I first started my business, there wasn't really a lot of social media like that. So I used to do a lot of flyers and then you hand out flyers. Sometimes it would work. Sometimes it wouldn't work. And along the line, it wasn't even working. Then you now go to the social media and go and do sponsored ads. The sponsored ads, if you don't know how to do it, you're wasting your time. You're just throwing money in a hole. If you don't know how to do it, you're wasting your time. So if you are starting a business and thinking that you are going to just go and click promote on Instagram, If you don't know how to do it, you're wasting your time. So exposure for your business, trying to market your business, sometimes can be real hard work. It can be really, 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 really hard. Even marketing any kind of business is hard work and involves a lot of money. Any kind of business, even let it not even be a fashion business or ready to wear business or whatever the case may be. Marketing a business is hard work. So, and running a business in a place where there are so many competitors. So you need to look for how you're going to stand out. When you look for how you're going to stand out, you need to know how you're going to catch on to people's attention. Then that now leads me to the next point that, you get their attention. To hold their attention is a struggle. It's a challenge because there are so many other people and so many other businesses competing for that same customer's attention. So that brings us to the fact that customers are not loyal. Customers are, I don't know what to call them, but they're not very loyal. They move in the direction of where the wind blows. And it's not a bad thing, but I've come to see that that's how it is. Especially if you're first starting your business. Like, let me give you an example. When I first started my business, when I was like on the top floor of a building, on the fourth floor actually. So I have this lady who used to come and buy clothes. And when that woman comes to buy clothes, that woman will clean up. That woman will buy so many clothes. I'll be like, hey, this woman has come. Whenever she comes, what's happening? Who is dancing? Or whenever she comes and say, oh, I'm going to your shop. I'm like, hey. And then my clothes were, how much were they? Small money. So there was a day that she came and she bought clothes, and one of them needed to be readjusted for her. So she didn't go with that one, and then she came back to pick it up. So when she came to pick it up, she wanted to try it again. When she tried it again, she said, I like how you do your clothes. I like how you make your clothes. I like the fact that your shop is even where it is right now, because people will not know that this is where I'm buying my clothes. When she said that thing, I just said, what? This woman, her husband was the managing director of one of all these popular drinks that we drink. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? When I moved to my second store, and she walked into the building to come and do something, she wasn't coming to my store, and then she met me at the entrance, and I said, oh, good afternoon, ma. I've moved downstairs, blah blah blah. And then she said, why? And I'm like, really? That was the last time I ever saw that woman. She never came to my shop again. The second time I will see her, since that day, many years ago, was when I moved into this my shop that I am in right now. The same thing. When I was in my old store after I closed my stand, people would tell me, oh, your store is far, I can't come. It's far, I can't come. When I moved closer, when I said, I'm here now, I've moved closer. Oh, really? Okay, I'll come. Since I moved to this place, my current store, there are so many people that I've not seen. So many people that I've not seen. So it's like, to me, I ask myself, like, God, as in, all these years, you've been buying from me. What happened? As in, you don't even come anymore. But you told me that if I move closer, and now I've moved closer, I'm not seeing you again. So, majority of my customers are new people. So basically, the thing is, customers, they're not very loyal. They're for you today, tomorrow, they're for somebody else. I have a whole lot of customers. If all my customers that I've had since when I started 9 years ago, if all of them patronize me today, even if it's not every month, even if it's every other month, if all of them came to my shop and bought, honestly, I'll be balling. I'll be balling. Really, really balling. Customers, managing customers, holding on to your customers, another challenge in growing a fashion business. Another thing is pricing. Already, running a business, there are so many things that have to be put in place for the business to run successfully, for it to move successfully. And some customers will just come, they will just price your things anyhow. They will say it's too expensive, it's too this, it's too that. And do you know what I noticed? Especially when my business was, do you know what I noticed? I don't even know how to explain it, but you know what I noticed? There are people that they'll come to your store. They'll say your things are expensive, but let one person outside that is doing your kind of business or in the same line of business with you, and that person is well known and everybody knows that person and that person is very, very popular. Yeah, I'm telling you, if they will drop times three of the money you're asking from them. They will drop times three of that money they're asking from them. And you're asking yourself, but all I was just asking you was for this money. And how do you know? And how do I know? You go on social media, you see them. And I'm like, you're wearing this dress. I know how much this person sells their clothes now, but I was asking you for this X, Y, and Z money, and you refused to give me. You said it was too expensive. In that kind of situation, it may be that they don't want to patronize you. It may be that they didn't really like it. I don't even know, but that's one of the challenges of running and growing a fashion business. Running a fashion business, there are a lot of costs that are involved. And these costs, you spread them out to your clothes, to what you're selling, to your inventory, and try to be as competitive as you can. But some people are not having it. They just want you to just sell it as if you went to steal them, or you didn't pay for those items to be on your rack. So it's very, 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 very difficult. And sometimes you see some businesses, they just say, okay, when my customer say, I can't pay this, this is what I'm giving you, this is what I'm having. You pay this, I'll give you this money. They should say, okay, bring it. Bring it. At least it's a sale. Bring it. You collect. When you collect, the money you're collecting is not even enough for the things that you want to do for the business. It's not enough for, and then you start to think that, good. So these are challenges that fashion businesses have. And you begin to, sometimes it can be really discouraging when you think about it. It can be really, really discouraging. But the thing is that there's nothing to be discouraged about. If your work is good, because let me tell you, I've gotten to a place in my business where I know what I make. I'm very confident, as in I am very, 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 very confident of what I make. So, hey, if you tell me that my clothes are expensive, bye, because there are people that are willing to put down that money because they appreciate the value. They appreciate the value. And there are people that they appreciate the value, but they don't want to pay. They appreciate the value, they don't want to pay. If you don't want to pay, how am I going to manage this business? How am I going to manage this shop? How am I going to pay for it? The people that are in my workshop, how do I pay for it? Even my workshop, how do I pay the rent there? If you don't pay for it. But I thank God. I thank God that I found people that appreciate my work, appreciate what I do. So I don't market my business to everybody. I don't market my business to everybody. I went somewhere one day and the person said, what do you do? Because I was wearing something. And like, well, it was even a guy that was talking to me. He was with his girlfriend or his wife. I don't even know, whichever one, but I didn't see any ring. And then the guy like, oh, what do you do? I was like, oh, I'm a fashion designer. I said, did you make what you're wearing? I said, oh, yeah, it's very, very, very nice. Can you call? Next, the girlfriend just goes, how much is it? I said, when you get to my store, you will know. And the guy like, oh, there's a potential customer. Why don't you want to discuss your price? I said nothing. And I was looking at him. And I was looking at me. I was looking at each other. Because in my mind, I knew there and there. You know my ideal customer. If I tell you by how much I'm selling this, you will not buy. You will be one of the people saying, for what, man? So I don't waste my time. Oh. If you're not my customer, I don't market to you. I know my ideal customers. When I see them, I know them. And when they see me, hey, when they see my work, oh, I know the feeling they get. So that's for it. That's it for today, basically. That's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And I guess I'll see you next week. Bye.